I have always had people say, don't walk ahead of God. Don't be in front of God. Some will even borrow that adage that you don't run faster than your shadow. Well, I am talking about profitable walk with God. So people have cancelled you don't walk ahead of God as if there is a position that you can keep if you want to walk with God. I am coming. Other people said, don't walk behind God. All right, what should we do? You said we should not walk ahead of him. You said we should not walk behind him. Where should we walk? Others then said we should walk beside him, side by side. Yes, they are right. All of them are right. Because God told Abraham, he said, walk before me and be perfect. If you want to interpret the word before, literally, what does it mean? In front. All right. So it means God endorses that. All right. Somewhere else, the Bible says his path, that is the path of God, drops fatness. It means God goes ahead of you. Then you put your steps, you put your feet in his steps. It means he's walking in front of you, then you are behind him. That's perfect too. That is biblically endorsed. Then there's this hymn that says, there's the song we normally sing, it's not an easy road. That song says, Jesus walks beside us. All right, it means the three positions are endorsed spiritually. We can be in front and let God be behind. We can be behind and let God be in front, and we can be side by side. It means that is not a factor. Anyhow, wherever God is, in front, at the back, beside, he can lead. God can take the lead. If he's behind you, he can lead you with his voice. Psalm 30 verse 8 says, I will instruct you the way to go. If he's instructing you, then he's not in front of you, he's telling you. So he can lead from anywhere. It means that is not where the matter is. The matter of concern should be the posture. When you are working with God, whether in front, whether behind, whether beside, make sure you are connected with God. Make sure you walk hand in hand. If he is in front of you, let him, let your hands be connected. If he's ahead of you, let your hands be connected. If he's beside you, let your hands be connected. Then this is another caveat. This is another thing to note. When you are connected with him, walking hand in hand, make sure you are not the one holding him. It's too dangerous. If you are the one holding him, I am speaking from experience. Each time I walk my 3-year-old daughter across the street, I always tell her, don't hold me, I will hold you. Because that my young daughter, anytime she is holding me, if she sees anything that frightens her, she wants to leave my hand to grab my leg or grab my tummy or but anything could have happened in that millisecond that she left my hand for another place. The same thing can happen between between you and God as you walk with him. And that can be too, catastrophic. That can be too disastrous. The second you leave him to adjust, a lot can happen. So don't hold him. That is what matters. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where he is. Number one, you are working with him, good. Number two, you are connected with him. Number three, make sure you are not the one holding him. Let him be the one holding you. You can let go of him because of fear, because of shock, because of doubt, because of anything. For any reason, you can let go of him. But he will never let go of you for whatever reason. Make sure that God is the one holding your hands. And how do you do that? Every morning, every time, surrender to him. Submit to him. Tell him, Lord, I leave everything in your hands. Then somebody said, those who leave everything in God's hands eventually see God's hands in everything. I want you to leave all your life, all your endeavor, your business, your family, your husband, your wife, your children, your health, your academics, your career, your goal, your pursuit, all about you. Leave it in God's hands and let God hold you. He won't let you go. You may let him go if you're the one holding him. Don't hold him. Don't do it on your own terms. Let it be on God's terms. So that is how to profitably work with God. It doesn't matter the position you are, in front or at the back or at the side. Just make sure you are with him, you walk with him, make sure you are connected with him, and make sure he's holding your hands. And I pray for you that God will hold your hands. As you leave everything in God's hand, you will see his hand in everything that concerns you. In the name of Jesus, I remain Pastor A. Daniels. Till when next I come your way, I leave you in God's hands. God bless you.